Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janamastami. What is it? Janmashtami is more than just a festival. It's a celebration of life, love, and the divine presence of Lord Krishna in our hearts. Why do we celebrate Janamastami? Janmashtami is one of the most vibrant and joyous festivals for devotees of Lord Krishna. Celebrated with great enthusiasm, it marks the birth of Lord Krishna, who is considered the 8th avatar of Lord Vishnu. On the day of Janmashtami, devotees observe a fast, eagerly waiting for midnight, the auspicious time when Krishna was born. The evening is filled with devotional songs, dances, and dramas that depict the enchanting stories of Krishna's life, such as his playful antics with the gopis and his heroic deeds. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that his appearance, birth, and activities are all transcendental, and that one who understands them factually becomes immediately eligible to be transferred to the spiritual world. The Lord's appearance or birth is not like that of an ordinary man, who is forced to accept a material body according to his past deeds. The Lord's appearance is explained in the 2nd chapter. He appears out of his own sweet pleasure. When the time was mature for the appearance of the Lord, the constellations became very auspicious. The astrological influence of the star known as Rohinc was predominant. This star is considered to be very auspicious and is under the direct supervision of Brahm. According to the astrological conclusion, besides the proper situation of the stars, there are auspicious and inauspicious moments due to the different situations of the different planetary systems. At the time of Kakna's birth, the planetary systems were automatically adjusted so that everything became auspicious. At that time, in all directions, east, west, south, north, everywhere there was an atmosphere of peace and prosperity. There were auspicious stars visible in the sky and on the surface of the earth, in all towns and villages and pasturing grounds, and within the minds of everyone. There were signs of good fortune. The rivers were flowing full of waters, and lakes were beautifully decorated with lotus flowers. The forests were full with beautiful birds and peacocks. All the birds within the forests began to sing with sweet voices, and the peacocks began to dance along with their consorts. The wind blew very pleasantly, carrying the aroma of different flowers, and the sensation of bodily touch was very pleasing. At home, the Brahmayas, who were accustomed to offering sacrifices in the fire, found their homes very pleasant for offerings. Due to disturbances created by the demoniac kings, the sacrificial fire had been almost stopped in the houses of Brahmayas, but now they could find the opportunity to start the fire peacefully. Being forbidden to offer sacrifices, the Brahmayas had been very much distressed in mind, intelligence, and activities. But just on the point of Kakna's appearance, automatically their minds became full of joy because they could hear transcendental vibrations in the sky proclaiming the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The denizens of the Gandharva and Kinnara planets began to sing, and the denizens of Siddhaloka and the planets of the Karanas began to offer prayers in the service of the Personality of Godhead. In the heavenly planets, the angels and their wives, along with the Vididars and their wives, began to dance. The great sages and the demigods, being pleased, began to shower flowers. At the seashore there was the sound of mild waves, and above the sea there were clouds in the sky which began to thunder very pleasingly. When things were adjusted like this, Lord Viku, who is residing within the heart of every living entity, appeared in the darkness of night as the Supreme Personality of Godhead before Devak, who appeared as one of the demigoddesses. The appearance of Lord Viku at that time could be compared to the rising of the full moon over the eastern horizon. The objection may be raised that since Lord Kakna appeared on the 8th day of the waning moon, there could be no rising of the full moon. In answer to this, it may be said that Lord Kakna appeared in the dynasty which is in the hierarchy of the moon. Therefore, although the moon was incomplete on that night, because of the Lord's appearance, in the dynasty wherein the moon is himself the original person, the moon was in an overjoyous condition, so by the grace of Kakna he could appear just like a full moon. In an astronomical treatise by the name Kamanikya, the constellations at the time of the appearance of Lord Kakna are very nicely described. It is confirmed that the child born at that auspicious moment was the supreme Brahman, or the absolute truth.